What's up, WWE Universe? My name is Rain, and welcome to WWE What If. Now, in this episode, we're going to talk about night one of WrestleMania 36. But before everything else, I'm going to ask you guys to please feel free to hit that like button. It's going to help me out. It's not going to cost you anything. It's totally free. Now, WrestleMania 36, it's too big for one night. That's why we have one tonight on Saturday, April 4th, and tomorrow, Sunday, April 5th. For tonight's matches, I guess all of us have been waiting for how WrestleMania 36 is going to be, given the circumstances that all of us have been through, and WWE still managed to pull off a show, right? So I'm giving them A for effort. However, I thought that whole WrestleMania experience wasn't there. But like I said, I think WWE still tried to give us the show because at the end of the day, the show must go on. Now, let's start off with the first match of the night, the Women's Tag Team Championship match between the Kabuki Warriors versus Alexa Bliss and Nikki Cross. Now, I'm not surprised that the besties, Alexa Bliss and Nikki Cross, ended up winning the Women's Tag Team Championships because Asuka and Kairi Sane have held the championships for a while. And honestly, we need something new about this whole women's tag titles because I feel like it's just been there. It just exists because we need to have a women's tag team championship division. So I thought the title change tonight was good. So we'll see what happens to Bliss and Cross. Elias defeating King Corbin. I was expecting for King Corbin to lose. However, I was anticipating Rob Gronkowski to somehow intervene in the match and pretty much cause an upset for King Corbin. But the way the match ended, Elias pretty much just redeemed himself, especially after what King Corbin did to him a few weeks ago on Friday Night SmackDown. So I thought the payoff was good because we weren't sure if Elias was still going to make it to WrestleMania, but he somehow did. And the bonus was he actually earned the victory over King Corbin. Becky Lynch versus Shayna Baszler for the Raw Women's Championship. Well, I don't know about you guys, but I was anticipating that maybe this is the time that Ronda Rousey would actually return to WWE. That this is the opportunity, the moment that Rousey was waiting for to finally somehow made her comeback after last year's WrestleMania 35 when Becky Lynch obviously beat her for the championship. Well, not just her, but also Charlotte Flair. But I thought this was the moment for Rousey to show up and maybe remind Becky of their unfinished business. However, that didn't happen. But Becky Lynch ended up retaining her Raw Women's title. I thought that Shayna Baszler hitting the disarmor on Becky Lynch, I thought that was actually good. It kind of somehow made us feel like, oh, Baszler might actually win. But the man still retaining the title, I wasn't really surprised about that. However, my critique about this match is I hope this does not become a pattern for Becky Lynch, that she ends up winning from a roll-up out of nowhere. Because if you guys can recall, last year's WrestleMania, Becky Lynch just rolled up Ronda Rousey and earning the victory. And that's how she won the match against Shayna Baszler tonight. So I am just hoping that that doesn't become a trend for the man Becky Lynch, because she can do much better than that. Sami Zayn versus Daniel Bryan for the Intercontinental Championship. I wasn't surprised that Sami Zayn retained his title because he just won the IC title at Royal Rumble. So I didn't really care for Daniel Bryan losing. I honestly thought that this would actually be a better build-up for Daniel Bryan and Drew Gulak since they formed this new partnership. So with this loss, I figured that Daniel Bryan and Drew Gulak would somehow find a way to train each other to be better as they chase the IC title again, or maybe another championship. Next one is the triple threat singles ladder match for the SmackDown Tag Team Championship. Now, The Miz didn't make it to WrestleMania, so this match was changed from a tag team match into a singles ladder match. Congratulations, by the way, to John Morrison, not just for winning, but for, after so long, being at WrestleMania again. And not only that, he actually wrestled in a ladder match, which I thought that was one of John Morrison's specialties, being in a ladder match. This guy, amazing wrestler, I thought he performed really well. The way the match ended with Kofi, Jimmy Uso, and John Morrison holding the tag team championships, that wasn't really expected for a lot of us. I think for all of us. And with the way the match ending, John Morrison falling onto a ladder with the tag team titles with him, I didn't think that was going to happen, but I thought that was a really interesting finish to the match. So Miz and Morrison retain their tag team championships. Now for Rollins versus Owens, the Monday Night Messiah somehow tried to get himself disqualified because maybe he got scared that Owens would beat him. However, the match got turned into a no disqualification match, which I thought was really awesome, especially when Kevin Owens climbed up to that WrestleMania sign and ends up crashing onto Seth Rollins through the announcer's table. That was an amazing WrestleMania moment for Kevin Owens. And Kevin Owens ended up getting the victory. So congratulations to KO, because I actually thought that Seth Rollins would end up winning this match. For the Universal Championship between Goldberg versus Braun Strowman. Now, backstory on this one, it's supposed to be Goldberg versus Roman Reigns, but Roman Reigns had to withdraw from WrestleMania 36 due to his health condition. So Braun Strowman ended up replacing Roman Reigns, hence this whole matchup between Goldberg and Strowman. Here's my little breakdown for you. 4 spears and 4 running power slam. And then the match ended. And then we have a new Universal Champion. See, I was hoping for something more. I was hoping for something better because I expected more from Braun Strowman and I expected more from Goldberg. And I don't know if this was due to the match being, last minute. That's why it ended up being like that. But I thought they could have fought a little bit longer to kind of, make it, I guess, worthy of being at WrestleMania. But anyway, congratulations to Braun Strowman because he finally won his first ever Universal title. Now, the Boneyard match between The Undertaker versus AJ Styles. Where do I begin on this one? Because I liked it. However, I didn't get that pro wrestling feel to it. It's like a movie pretty much. So I didn't get that whole wrestling factor from it. There's too many, I think it's over the top. And honestly, I would have liked it more if there was a ring somewhere there where they fought and then they got out of the ring and then they chased after each other, but I don't know. I love that The Undertaker showed up as his biker character, but the whole thing was just too much for me. It just became like a movie versus a wrestling match, which, like I said, maybe WWE is trying to do more to compensate for what happened. All right, what do you guys think? Please let me know and post your comments down below. And as always, please feel free to hit that like button, share, and subscribe to my videos. And if you haven't yet, please follow me on Instagram at WWE What If or on Twitter at WWE_What If. You guys, let's see what's going to happen tomorrow, night 2 of WrestleMania 36. And as always, I will see you guys again soon. TTYL, jabronis.